He came walking in and he was staggering and swaying. He was lost. He seemed like he was very confused. And then he sent my youngest son in to wake me up. And by the time I had gotten out to the living room, he was already lateral, and there was blood just kind of pouring out of him. So we went ahead and we loaded him up, and we, were hightailing it to the ER trying to get him there. On the way to the ER, though, he did end up going into cardiac arrest, and I started performing CPR on him. By the time we made it to the ER, he was already agonal, and that's, when they start taking their final breaths, it's kind of like false breathing. He was already agonal, and pretty much he was like DOA. He had died right there, and I couldn't save him. So before I get into the actual findings, what I want to do is I want to go over signs and symptoms that he was showing. So the symptoms before his death were extreme hypersalivation with thickened saliva, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain. He had bloody diarrhea, neurological issues, seeming like he was very confused. He didn't know where he was at. He didn't know what he wanted to do, all that kind of stuff. He was having tremors. He was staggering and swaying, which is another neurological issue that was presented. Lameness, listlessness, but at the same time, though, he was also very restless, like he couldn't get comfortable in any way. He, was very, he was refusing to eat, but he was drinking excessively. And so those are a couple of the symptoms before, that. So the signs that make it kind of confirmed about what actually happened to him, and that it was poisoning, and we're really thinking that it was a rodenticide. So what besides all of his symptoms pointing to that, which obviously pointing to that, the signs that came about were pulmonary hemorrhage, where they bleed in the lungs. He had bruising on his gums. He had GI bleeding. Coagulopathy, which is where the blood doesn't want to coagulate properly. However, we still haven't gotten back like a full histology report. So, still kind of waiting around for that. But for right now, at least in my mind, it has already been confirmed what happened. Somebody did poison my baby. So, but yeah, please know that, we did everything that we could for him. We took him to the vet upon first symptoms. We were treating him, for his, the diagnosis at the time. We were also treating him symptomatically of, for all of the symptoms that he was showing. Sorry, fly. We were trying to make him as comfortable as possible. We took him to the ER. It's just, there was nothing that could be done. So, I hope that answers, a lot of the questions. Just, be aware of your fur baby's surroundings. Remember to, check the yard before just letting them roam around freely. I do apologize for all of the silence. I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything. We're all still kind of in a little bit of shock because it happened so fast. In less than 24 hours, my baby was dead. So, Audie, however, was, yeah, he did get a little bit sick, but I don't think it had anything to do with any type of poisoning like Ray. I think that had more to do with his surgery and his response to the anesthesia. Um, but yeah, Audie is doing very well. He's getting back to himself. He's antagonizing his older brothers. We have Teddy Road Dog, which is my husband's alert dog, and then we also have Puma, now our 13-year-old Russian blue cat. So he's, getting into a lot of mischief. He's back to his old antics, and for that we are so relieved. Um, this is a heartache that is going to last a lifetime for us because of how special that sweet baby was. So, but for now though, I'm going to give myself a little bit of time to still try to cope with everything that has happened. But then afterwards, I plan on just, throwing myself into Audie's service training. Just to, I got to try to keep myself busy, keep my mind from wandering too much. I mean, he's an amazing puppy. He's a beautiful puppy. And I think that maybe, going headfirst into all of his training, I think that will help kind of more solidify the bond that I have with him, as well as help us heal. So I do want to thank everybody for their concerns, and their condolences and their well wishes. It is really appreciated. So yeah, if you could, share this video, like this video, comment. If you have any other questions, I don't mind the personal messages. I just feel like, if you decide to comment instead of messaging, I think that would be really good so that others can see what questions you are asking. So, and that way they can be more informed and kept up to date with what's going on. I really do appreciate it. My family appreciates it. And, just thank y'all for all your concern. It means a lot. And it also just helps to show us just how loved this, my sweet baby boy was. So thank you. I'll try to make some more videos. I'll try to move forward with things. I just need a little bit of time to mourn and to try to cope with everything that's happened. It's been a very traumatic experience for us, so we're all pretty devastated right now. So, but yeah, anyway though, thank you. And I'll hopefully be able to post another video soon.
These memories will stay with me.